Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Devin Grayson, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I wonder what we're going to talk about tonight.
Well, I mean, we're on Unlimited Justice.
I know, but I wonder. That's right, kids. Wonder Woman 800 came out this week. You know what that means? Time for another reboot.
Don't call it a reboot.
Welcome back.
Call it a refresh.
As you heard, welcome back to Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that Amazon herself. It is.
It's Amazon's miniature Amazon.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Correct.
You mean 5'3".
And to my correct, this is technically it's Wonder Woman. We are talking Busty Justice.
Oh, nice. The original Busty Justice.
Exactly. More like Bootylicious Justice, with her short shorts. With her hot pants, I believe is what my grandma would call them.
Decades before the Daisy Duke.
Exactly.
Oh my. So yes, kids. Yes, Wonder Woman 800 came out this week. All right. Lilith Hellfire, how many covers did you get?
I got 2. I got the Sampray cover, which is the Trinity on the cover, and then I got the standard one.
Okay, I got the standard. I think it's the standard one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the cover A, as they would say in the biz.
Hey!
Exactly.
All right.
I'm just really annoyed that they didn't give Wonder Woman the 80th anniversary treatment that she deserved.
Oh, that's true. I mean...
And then her book is only 800 compared to 1,000 that they're renumbering it at. And, they didn't even renumber the boys, technically.
What boys? What boys do you mean?
The inferior Superman and Batman.
Well, I mean, Superman kind of... I mean, Action Comics didn't, but I mean, the regular Superman...
Yeah, Action Comics, the main one, didn't renumber. Superman's been renumbered several times, but that's fine. We all know Action Comics is the main action. So, I'm always just trying to be an advocate for Wonder Woman. I think that this last one was great. Mm-hmm. This last run was good. It was an improvement. It was people that actually cared about the character, but is it too little too late? I mean, Wonder Woman's brand is super damaged. Almost as damaged as Green Lantern at this point, to be quite frank. I
mean, or have these movies of the last couple of years damaged the big 7?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Beyond,
I think it's almost beyond repair. I will have to see what the good old Gunniverse will come up to, but right now that's a tall order for him. I don't wish that on anybody right now.
Well, I think that's comic-wise why we're kind of letting the Justice League kind of fly under the radar for the most part, and they
feel like Avengers. They just feel like coworkers at this point, not a family, not a dysfunctional family.
Well, right now it's basically just solo books, and they show up in each other's solo books pretty much. I mean, they're like, oh, let the Titans take care of it for a while.
Yeah. I'm over the Titans too, but that's a whole nother bag of hammers. I don't know. Like, I thought this was a really touching tribute. I am actually super interested what they do with Trinity. I actually feel like they didn't go far enough. Like, I actually wanted Wonder Twins, a straight up for real Wonder family. I think it's time. It's been overdue. But I do like the idea of her daughter. I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, I don't think there were spoilers. I mean, that's it's kind of...
it's just set in the future, but what future?
And teasing us for Wonder Woman #1 coming in.
Volume 6.
I'm assuming September, so...
Yeah.
Just like everything else at DC. Because Night Terrors, kids. July and August, it's all Night Terrors.
You mean what DC executives have at night when they wake up in a cold sweat thinking about how they're going to make some money off this damn brand?
You mean the people who had to promote the Flash movie?
They promoted that movie with its full chest and it flopped. Thank you, people, for voting with your wallets. Finally,
I know, but it's like, oh hey, you have to promote the movie, but the main star can't do any press
at all. There will be no question.
Don't bring up his name. Don't bring up their name at all, if possible.
So I thought with that first Wonder Woman movie. even though, you know, I love Gail. I do, but, like, she's not my first choice, my second choice, or my third choice, or even my fifth choice for Wonder Woman. Like, I was super shocked they picked her. And, you know, she carried it with the grace. And, you know, Linda did pass the torch, so we have to respect that. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe if we had somebody that was like a bigger name that had a backbone that could put their foot down on that second movie, we wouldn't be where we are.
Yeah.
And, you know, the comics have been kind of at a drift. Like, you know, like the last 3 years, I just really haven't even been that interested. But this, like I said, this last little bit of run was pretty good. It was pretty good. And I'm looking forward to what they have in store for the next thing. And I think that's just the most important thing. What are we going to do for this next chapter? Are we going to fix the brand? Are we... You know, and like if you are watching on YouTube, yes, my little title says Nubia greater than 1D, because what they did with that story has been the best thing they've done with any Wonder Woman character in the last, I'd say, decade. And people slept on that hard. It was so good. And I just thought maybe they could hand the torch. But nope, they gave her a daughter. That's fine.
I mean, it seemed like they were winding up to something with that Nubia miniseries, and then, like, nothing came.
I didn't see a lot of backlash, because, you know, I didn't see a lot of the, like, neckbeards and fedoras, you know, like, oh, Black Wonder Woman. You know, I didn't see a lot of that.
Do you think with that group, can they get away with it more with a female character than, like, say, like, oh, hey, you know, I am Batman?
Yeah, we don't have a bunch of neckbeards.
Yeah.
I mean, the most thing we'll get into about it is the Wonder Woman pants, as I've mentioned in passing. You know, that's our great debate. To wear pants or not to wear pants, that is the Wonder Woman fan question that separates us. That's the divide. It's, you know, it's kind of like, you know, when you say you're a real Star Trek fan. If you're a bigot, technically you're not really a Star Trek fan. You're not really going towards that vision of what Gene Roddenberry wanted. And so if you're kind of a bigot in the Wonder Woman community, again, she's about love and peace and things like that, right? And compassion. So you're not really a Wonder Woman fan. If that, you know, if that bothers you. And, you know, she was there. It's not like they just concocted it like, say, a Miss Marvel, no shade. I love Kamala, but I'm just saying, you know, that's been concocted in recent years for whatever reason. Or even a Miles Morales. There, I said it. I'll just let that sit there. Love him, but we all know kind of why he was invented. So, Nubia, she goes way back. She's got much more greater history than most other legacy characters of color.
Yeah.
With very few exceptions. So.
Well, and again, I mean, with the Amazons, it's like the same thing with the Green Lantern Corps. I mean, you have a built-in mechanism to bring in
walks of life, especially with that new twist on the well of souls and things like that. Yeah.
But no, I kind of like what they did here. Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad, just like Diana being seen through like other the people in her lives, you know, through them. Like, well, start with Yara Flor, then Donna Troy, and of course we got to do Batman and Superman.
Of course. I mean, for a long time, Wonder Woman had held up the Trinity on her back for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they forgot about her. So it was nice to remember that they are friends, that they are collaborators. Used to be very frequently. We have lost that Trinity magic. I'd say it goes back to New 52, like most things do.
I mean, Wonder Woman, I mean, I mean, they should really be playing up there. Oh, hey, kids, we have the original female superhero.
Yeah. I mean, it's their leadership. They kind of have fallen off of that. They used to have this really like big initiative to have like a true initiative, not like something like a forced quota or numbers or anything, but like just looking for the best and the brightest talent of different walks of life. And that kind of just fell to the wayside with all the numerous transitions we've had within management, and just, you know, the company has changed hands like literally 3 times in the last like 5 years or something like that. Yeah. So, you know, she's not a priority. She's, you know, I mean, yeah, she's a household name, but at the same time, like I said, like, I mean, most people, like, when you say Wonder Woman, you think Linda Carter, not Gal Gadot. So I think that tells you right there the age range and things like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so that's the Wonder Woman conundrum. I mean, I don't feel like it's been modernized enough. Like, we need a TV show. Like, I will forever be bitter, kind of, that they went ahead and did The Flash instead of that. Amazon, if you can go online and find the Amazon pilot, it was good, and I thought that it would. And actually, you know, and that's kind of why I held a grudge against Supergirl. Like, it's just Felicity. with superpowers. Whereas Amazon was a really great pilot, really well thought out, and we needed redemption from that. No tea, no shade to Adrian Padalecki, but that ain't it. That was not it. So we've just been struggling. We need Wonder Woman in the public eye, in a positive light.
Oh yeah, I mean, is there anyone that you can think of who you'd want to see as Wonder Woman?
I mean, at this point, just give it to the girl that plays on Wednesday, Jenna Ortega.
Oh, really? I mean,
at this point, I mean, if we're gonna like, probably for a while, I wouldn't be surprised.
I know, but isn't she kind of short and this small? I mean,
it doesn't. That's my point. It doesn't even matter anymore. They can just put her in super tall heels in an apple box like they do for Tom Cruise.
Or
there's the Tom Cruise slander. Mark your bingo cards, kids. I was very curious about the lasso of fate and what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest, like, ooh, we get a new item finally. It's been forever since we got a new item. And I just want to shout out that Damian Wayne's outfit in the Trinity story. I was just like, why are we doing Batman and Bethlehem references? Why are we doing that? Don't scare me. Why are we doing that?
Because Grant Morrison.
Did you notice?
Yeah.
Oh, I got me so nervous. Because, like, I was like, now I'm super worried for Trinity's future at that point. Super worried. Get it? Super.
Oh, I get it.
But no, yeah, I thought all the stories were good concepts. But I did have a nitpick with the name. Whatever happened to the, Warrior of Truth, it's like, babes, that's Superman's shtick. Wonder Woman actually has a couple of, like, naming conventions and some really great stories that we could have kind of went along the lines of without having to refer back to the classic Superman stories. So that's, like, one of my nitpicks, I guess.
I know, but, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're trying to differentiate Wonder Woman and Superman.
Especially after that fiasco of them dating.
Oh, God.
It's like, babes, we all know Batman's her type, not Superman. Superman belongs to Lois. Yeah. Or at a minimum, Lana Lang. At a minimum.
Again, New 52 there to shake stuff up. Did we need to shake that up? No.
It's like, if you're going to shake it up, make the Timverse canon.
Or if they wanted to...
Wonder-Bats.
Or if they needed to get rid of that marriage, it's like, we'll have Clark and Lois date for a while. Or, he didn't have to jump straight to Wonder Woman.
I mean, they could even gave him back to the mermaid. I mean,
oh, L'Oreal Morris, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Superman and Wonder Woman dating? What kind of Frank Miller hell is this?
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly why I don't like it. I'm traumatized by that. Your mother's a whore. It's not even May.
That is timeless. That's year out.
It's the new classic.
It's 365, 24/7, 365.
Your mother's a whore.
Oh my God, did you see that? Now, I mean, Marvel just keeps pumping out Frank Miller variant covers for new comics coming. I'm like, they're pranking us now.
Bro, they're like, any publicity is good publicity. They just want to stir the pot. Listen, Marvel knows how to thumb their nose at their fans, because the true believers are still going to give up the lunch money. They're going to do it. They can't help it. It's who they are.
Yes, Marvel loves to, give it to their fans. Zeb Wells. Anyway, back to Wonder Woman. I swear, I take a little dig every episode. I don't care what show I'm on anymore. I'm just like, Zeb Wells.
There's your Zeb Wells slander.
Mark your bingo card. Yeah. I was gonna say, I said the day Zeb Wells jumped onto Amazing Spider-Man, Bendis breathed a little sigh of relief. It's like, woo. All right. But yeah, this was another $5.99. That was what the Flash was, right? $5.99.
Yeah, I was super shocked. I was just like, it's an extra set. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't as big as like a, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're just like
they're not Batman and they're not Superman, so they said they don't have the faith in it. I mean, if I would have paid $9.99 if I could have got a couple extra whatever's a pin up or something.
Yeah.
This is historic for Wonder Woman, and they're not playing it up. Like, I mean, for you don't see like Captain Marvel will never get to either.
Or, I mean, like The Flash, we had some, like Mark Waid and people come back for The Flash. I'm like, why didn't we get some people for Wonder Woman?
I know why. Almost everybody in the last decade that's worked on Wonder Woman doesn't or didn't appreciate editorial input.
True.
Allegedly. Let me put that out there.
And, yeah, well,
management has been stupid. So I totally get it. Like, I mean, even to the point that they kind of rubbed Jeff Johns the wrong way. Like, there's a lot of people that were mainstays that just, if you notice, don't really have too many close ties with DC anymore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, go back. I mean, Rucka. I mean, if you go back far enough, John Byrne.
Yeah. So that's why, unfortunately. But like I said, I think this group did great with what they were given and what they'd been working towards.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a really odd choice that, they're literally renumbering and going back to number 1. Like, it's just really odd.
Well, it's modern comics. That's what I said.
I mean, legacy numbering is fine, but like, whatever.
I know. Number 1. Well, again, who are the 2 characters that aren't being renumbered? Basically, Batman and Nightwing. That's it.
Yeah, I did take the time to go back and see all the like little cameos she had in a couple of the other books this month, and everybody feels like everybody was kind of working towards that when she showed up in World's Finest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really cool that everybody was just like kind of really like paying their tributes to her. So.
I mean, the art.
But it was Tom King, so.
Yeah. I mean the art in 800 was good, but yeah, speaking of World's Finest, I mean, what I wouldn't give for Dan Mora to draw the monthly Wonder Woman book.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, hell, I don't know. I don't think I can't name a book that I wouldn't want Dan Mora to draw. So.
Yeah. Oh, and I also really dug that they brought back the Omega beams. I was like, better than mother boxes and boom tubes.
Yes.
Omega beams. I was like, I like that. That means you're a nerd. You like niche things. We might get along. We might get along after all.
Punching out Darkseid.
Exactly.
But I do like, just again, like with the Flash, that for Wonder Woman, like we did do like kind of a character study on the character, and in the first part of the book, instead of this is like the last chapter of a huge like galactic storyline. It's like, no, let's get into what makes the character tick. Yeah,
and I always love to remind people when Wonder Woman's like, hey, I don't have too many arch nemesis running around because I. When needed, she can make the tough call,
It's like Cheetah.
She's like, Bruce, definitely you, but you're Clark. You still let Lex Luthor walk around Metropolis. You're on the list too, bud.
It's like Cheetah, Dr. Psycho. That's it.
That's literally. It's like a Deadpool book. That person, if you're not Cheetah, you're dying. Or one of the gods, but they haven't really been messing with Diana too much as of late because they're busy doing other things. Cassie, treacherous heifer Cassie,
Giganta.
Well, fetish, but yes.
Oh my!
Yes, solid book. I just really do want to go out of the way and commend them. I mean, they make me look forward to like picking up the next volume for sure. Mm-hmm. Remind me though. I'm not going to put it on my pull list just yet, but just remind me.
Like I said, I'm sure I'll look this up, but it's probably September because everything's night tears.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of glad. Like Flash and Wonder Woman are probably waiting until September to start their next runs because it's like Green Lantern. It's like you get issue 1, issue 2, and then you got to jump to night tears.
Well, to be fair, the Green Lantern Corps gets pulled into a lot of like chaotic crossover events.
Yeah.
So it's kind of their shtick at this point.
Well, like I said, at least for the Green Lantern one, the Night Terrors is being written by Jeremy Adams, who is writing the monthly book, so it will be by the same writers. So at least if you...
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Still not going to read it, but good to know.
I was going to say, at least, that way maybe he can, kind of lay some stuff for the monthly book and,
You know how I feel about a summer event.
You love it.
Almost all of them are traumatizing, is what we've discovered. And I still have to take like a whole month off to recover from Heroes Reborn. So
that's right. Kids, remember we're coming up. We're going to be coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Summer of '69 here.
Don't worry, we'll do summer '69 another time too. So.
Where did the year of 1969? What do you?
There's more. I'm sure there's more.
Oh, what we could do if we already want to do that again. We could do issue number 69s.
Yep.
Like pick a title and go 69, 169, 269.
Like I said, we didn't cover every single story that was published in '69. That's fine.
We could do, because we did Justice League here. We could do like Wonder Woman 1969 or whatever. Oh no, that wasn't White Suit Era, was it?
It's fine. I don't think it was, but it's still fine. After reading some of the modern stuff, like, it's a masterpiece, to be quite frank.
Well, and plus we could, if we did it here, we wouldn't have to do all Wonder Woman. We could do, an issue 2 of Wonder Woman, an issue 2 of Flash, an issue 2 or, whatever.
Yeah.
Superman, maybe, because we did cover Batman.
Oh, yeah. Superman in the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
You got it, pal. Mark that down.
All right.
You heard it here first, kids. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do with Trinity, though. Like, it kind of feels like it's out of left field. Is the thing, and I just want to know if this was like an organic choice. Is this an editorial mandate, or is it like a happy merger of both ideas? Because like all of a sudden now they want to give Wonder Woman a kid.
Yeah, again, it's a future thing. So I think they're just. Well, do you think they're doing that because did Yara Flor not catch on like they thought?
She definitely did not.
So is that why they're doing it? Where
unfortunately, I do feel bad for the Brazilian representation that she did offer. That it wasn't a big enough bang for their buck to continue. She's on the peripheral, unfortunately. And this is what I mean. Like, when you do things for the sake of doing things, it shows. Yeah. When you're doing it doing something for the sake of diversity instead of just having an actual organic idea and you're just doing it for a cash grab, people know, people can tell, and people will rebel against it for the most part. Character design was beautiful. I really love the character design of Yara Flor, but she is very empty character, unfortunately. Yeah,
do you think is that the reason they did Trinity? It's just like, it's Diana's actual daughter. You should,
Well, like I said, it's been overdue that we actually had a straight up Wonder family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is so overdue. Like, yeah, we have all the Wonder Girls, but like a legit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I think they didn't go far enough. They should have definitely did Wonder Twins. And then they could have thumbed their nose at Wonder Man. He could have been Wonder Boy. I'm just saying, they're being real petty lately, so I'm just really shocked that they didn't go that route.
I was just looking at the Night Terrors for Wonder Woman. Issue 1, it looks like they might be delving into some Justice League Dark stuff because it's like going to be Wonder Woman and Detective Chimp.
Oh no!
Oh, but there's 2 issues in Night Terrors, one in July, one in August, and I think I don't know if they're all doing backups. I know the Green Lantern one's doing backups, but the Wonder Woman backup is going to be Nubia.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Hope they don't kill her off now. Like, we got a white daughter. We're good. We don't need you anymore, Nubia. Get out of here.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If they did that, I think they would do that in the regular Wonder Woman book. They're not going to do that in Night Terror.
They've done in Nubia, so.
That's true. That's true.
Although, I will say, I know for a fact that her books did actually sell pretty well, so I don't think so, but, it's DC. Anything can happen.
I'd say at least not until they bring Hippolyta back.
True. Unless they want to. Well, they might want total chaos, to be quite honest. I mean, Trinity's future does not look good. I'm just saying. When I saw that, I was like, I don't trust this future at all.
DC, call us.
I'll fix it. I will fix it. Ironic thing is, who I would get to write the Wonder Twins book? It would be Bendis. He did a good job. I told you, the Wonder imprint. He did a lot of great stuff. I just didn't like the Superman. Yeah, that's it. I've said that. I'm fair. I might not be ethical, but I'm fair.
Oh God, I gotta get that drop out of there. I'm not ethical, but I'm fair.
That's like a quote from Lady Gaga in that House of Gucci movie or whatever.
The Night Terror's Wonder Woman has 2. Well, of course, one for the main story, one for the backup. 2 female writers. So.
Oh, they're finally getting it. A little too late. They're getting it.
Well, I mean, basically a 2-issue miniseries. Yeah.
I don't like that they call the bracelets of submission. I'm like, babes, they're bracelets of victory. Please stop giving in to the creator's kink.
Choke a man out.
Please just let's call them bracelets of victory. I don't want to be reminded of the fetish origins of Wonder Woman. I hate it. Thanks.
The man who created the lie detector?
He didn't create it. He was on a team. Don't make Travis Langley comment in our comment section, please.
All right, he created bondage play. All right, I gotcha.
He wishes. But yeah, I was just like, I really hate that. I know it's its official name, but I don't like it. It makes me feel icky.
Well, actually, you love the character, but you're just like, oh, I get where it came from.
I mean, it's interesting, and it's a lot of like myth and misnomer around it. He was actually kind of a groomer, so it's like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I've heard part of it. Story
it's a whole thing. So the further we can get away from that, that's great.
But let's see. Oh, September 19th, Wonder Woman #1. So.
Okay, I'm gonna literally mark my calendar. Her full name is a mouthful, though, right?
Whoa, what?
It's like Elizabeth Lizzie Marston Prince. I see what you did there! It's like, the less we remember the man, it's fine. I mean, you know, I feel worse for Bob Finger. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, him, we should always remember. But Marston, he can go kick rocks. Just saying.
Yeah, if it wasn't for guys like Bill Finger, yeah, Batman wouldn't be around today. Batman wouldn't be around to prop up DC today.
Exactly. It was interesting. They also did Nike, you know, because she is technically like one of the Greek goddesses. I was like, what are we doing? I was like, as long as it's not a Snickers, I don't mind. Mark your cards, kids. Mark your bingo cards.
I swear, we're going to do like a therapy session. Just do an episode where you just vent about that Snickers ad.
I gotta find out who was responsible for that. That is my only way. I need like a Kill Bill mission of whoever created that damn ad and decided it was going to be a half a page ad.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to do a series, Comics on Trial. You know, we'll do Bendis. We'll do whoever created that, who made that Snickers ad happen.
Zeb is at the list.
Oh, Zeb. Oh.
We already kind of put Frank Miller on trial. More like psychoanalyze him a little bit, but still.
Exactly. Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada.
Leave him alone.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man man.
Leave him alone.
You mentioned your trigger. I mentioned mine. All right.
We've seen worse.
I know.
So yeah, it was really cool to see like a quote unquote adult, kids of the Trinity growing up and stuff. I did like that. I enjoyed that.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you could have Trinity today, because I mean, you could use magic to give Wonder Woman a daughter, pretty much.
Look, well, I mean, if we're going with her original origin, what comes from magic can come from magic, you know. But did we officially roll that back? I don't know.
Well, let's.
Also, magic children and siblings. I am like traumatized from WandaVision and freaking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. No, thank you.
I knew you were gonna say Buffy.
No, thank you.
Well, if she's not magic and she's not clay, it's like, well, then who's the father?
Trevor.
Oh, you think so?
I hope so. She does kind of have like the sandy reddish blonde hair there, so just saying.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, pretty much him or Batman is probably the only. I don't think there's any.
It's definitely not Batman because Damian was flirting with her. If you know, you know.
Oh, true.
Although they say that when siblings don't know that they're siblings, they are often attracted to each other. So maybe, but I don't know if they're going that deep with that. So we kind of want to stay away from the Maximoff model of sibling treatment here.
And if porn is hard as anything, they're only half. Okay.
There's no such thing as half.
Oh.
Sorry to break it to you. If that's on your search term on good old Cornhub, the word you're looking for is step.
Not
half. Step.
TV Barry and Iris.
Well, that's adoption, and even that actually technically legally, they're like if they was officially adopted by Joe, they actually wouldn't have allowed to be legally married technically.
Yeah, but
well, most states anyway.
But
what state is Central City based in? Iowa, maybe.
It was the Midwest. Yeah,
it's Iowa. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was probably allowed.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
No offense to you, Cornhuskers.
It wasn't blood though.
Still creepy.
Well, I know.
I'm glad the Flash movie actually had the sense to not do that. They wanted to be the TV show so bad, though. They really, truly did.
I know. I was like, is that why they saved Dio Mark?
Yeah. Dark Flash, that was Savitar, my friend. That was a time remnant. I will not be taking any further questions.
I know.
Ugh, traumatized.
Did you read any other DC this week?
I did, actually. None of it was as good as Wonder Woman.
No.
To be real with you.
Did you read Superman? No.
What's going on over there?
Jimmy Olsen is dating Silver Banshee.
That tracks. He's got a type. He does! Don't laugh at me. He does.
No, I know.
I actually read the other Superman book, Superboy the Man of Tomorrow #3.
I read that also, yes. How you feeling about that?
Cosmeteers? Really?
Poor Connor. I mean, they're really trying to find a place for him, especially now that Clark has like a actual like blood, biological son.
I just want him and Lex to go on like travels through Europe. I just need him and Lex. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because again, they're looking for a place to put Connor because between John and then like Lois and Clark kind of like adopted 2 orphans from like War World, so it's like, yeah, Connor's really looking for a place.
Oh, poor Connor. Like, he's grown on me. He has grown on me over the years, and I feel bad for him.
Well, hey, how about? Why don't we do? Give us that Power Girl book we're clamoring for. I was just
gonna say, yeah,
and have him kind of
we put him with Kara's pants, adopted pants or something.
It's kind of like you flip the script on the Superman Supergirl model, and it's like okay, this time
they both hate the rest of the Super family.
Well, no. This time the woman is older and more experienced.
Okay. I mean, I see a lot of fanfic on Wattpad being written right now on that theory.
Most of it by Lilith Holbert.
Oh no. I could never. The only superhero fan fiction I do is Rogue and Gambit and Superman and Batman, and sometimes Wonder Woman because they are a trinity after all. They're a throuple.
Oh,
just saying. If you know, you know.
A trinity, eh?
Yes, I mean it's right there in our faces. They're a throuple. Yeah, I enjoyed the book, but I was just like, Cosmeteers, huh? This is what it's come down to. Dominator X, cool beans.
I know. I was like, I don't know. I'm like,
but it's action packed, and the pacing is really great. Which is why I stuck around despite Cosmeteers. Like,
I just feel like there's something missing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's just go put him in the Legion of Superheroes at this point. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like when they wanted to get rid of Supergirl, what they do? Throw it to the far-flung future, right? Do that for Connor. They'd appreciate him more. Although there are like a billion like super lads in the Super Legion of Superheroes, so I know. He'll have camaraderie,
Or like a Young Justice book again.
Ooh, not after that last one. That last one ruffled my feathers.
Well, that was Bendis.
Exactly.
Let's get like Mark Waid or somebody.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. If we get an appropriate writer, yes. I totally missed that Cyborg got another book and it's on #2.
I did see that, and again, like
I was like, well, there was no fanfare for that, but Black Adam's at 12. Okay.
I've lost all like interest in reading a Cyborg book since New 52.
Okay, the only reason why I even bothered to watch it is because it's like this robot claims to be his father. It claims to be Silas, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, I mean, we've done this with Peter Parker, but Horny Doombot, okay, let's do it. Horny Doombot was Cyborg. I mean, I want that character to be fixed. He needs to be back with the Titan. He can pretend like he was never with the Justice League. His story is really tragic, and it's like really great drama and pathos that you can mine from it. And he's also in Detroit.
Mm.
So,
Ooh.
Ew. I don't know. I like it, but I don't. I was like, did they only say Detroit Kazakh?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about it, Detroit Justice League or something else.
I feel like that's where we're going, and I might be super, super happy with that. I feel like that's where we might be going, but I'm conflicted because I never know with writers, especially like
what I was going to say is
the
that
older comic book writers. But
yeah.
I don't know how old. Who is that? Morgan Hampton. I'm not really that familiar with Morgan Hampton, who writes the Cyborg book.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that in continuity, because I know Cyborg's on the Titans right now, so.
I don't think it is. Oh, it's a lady? Is she black? I can't tell. She might be biracial. Okay, she's from San Francisco. She just thought that would be a good fit. Okay. I feel a little bit better now.
I mean, it feels a little better that it's not an old white guy writing that.
Yeah. I was like, Morgan Hampton sounds like an old white guy. No offense. So all you white guys named Morgan Hampton. I didn't mean to racially profile you, but I just got nervous. I'm just like, could be a pseudonym, but I think they said that was that person's real name. So, okay, cool. They have somebody of color writing Cyborg. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. As far as I'm aware, anyway. If I'm wrong, leave me a comment. I don't really go around reading Cyborg books, to be quite honest.
Like I said, neither have I. Not since New 52.
So I have hope for my Martian Manhunter book coming back. So, because Martian Manhunter and Cyborg kind of like canceled around the same time, but Martian Manhunter actually had better numbers. So I'm curious to see if they bring back Martian Manhunter.
Is that what they need to do with the Justice League? Maybe like when they bring it back, build like a league around Martian Manhunter, and then like maybe after a while.
Better than Superman. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to say it.
And if they have to bring back Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, maybe do it slowly over time and not like boom, day one.
Auxiliary members. Why do we love Justice League Unlimited? Auxiliary members.
They have their own solo books. They don't need to be there every 2 seconds.
Yeah, it feels like I know it sounds weird. It feels unrealistic.
They don't need to be Wolverine.
I was gonna say it doesn't need to feel like the beginning of the Flash movie. It's like, why are you here? Just contractual obligations. Okay.
I know. They're dealing with a mob.
This counts as my third movie. Okay.
We're dealing. I mean, I know the building was collapsing, but we were dealing with the mob, and it's like Flash, Batman, and Wonder Woman show up. I'm like, really?
It's not even the Joker. It's just some kid.
No, I know.
Also, we might be getting corporate intrigue for the Cyborg book. So that's something that they haven't really delved into with him. So I like the angle on this book. If you are a fan of Cyborg and you two did not know that this book was out, go pick it up. I think it's interesting so far.
Nice.
Then we have Batman Superman World's Finest number 16.
Yes.
Thought that was a really good book.
Mm-hmm.
It was like my number 2 right after the Wonder Woman book.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, written by Mark Waid, and like I said, Dan Mora's art can do no wrong art-wise for me so far.
Well, they had Shaggy Man, so. Yeah, no, I'm a sucker for Shaggy Man.
Hey-oh. Is that a euphemism?
Could be, quite possibly.
Hey-oh. I mean, they, again, it's Mark Waid. I mean, you get all kinds of Easter eggs.
Yeah. It just really, like, the thing about this book is it stands out on the shelf. Like, it really pops. So, no, sometimes when I don't even, like, I'm like, oh, do I need this book? Yeah, I need this book.
Yeah, you do. And again,
every time.
And again, when I talk to Mark Waid, I mean, like, this is what he wanted. But, I mean, he calls it timeless, where it's basically like, you know, you don't have to know old continuity. You don't have to know new continuity. You can just sit down and enjoy the book. Exactly.
But Element Man and Metamorpho, we all know this is a throwback. The modern comics would never, like, normal, like you know, the normal youngsters, they wouldn't think of Element Man or Metaphora.
I know.
So that's just how you can tell, like, a little obscure at this point, a little niche, but I love it. Like I said, Shaggy Man, what do I know? Red Tornado too, so I love Red Tornado. Greater than Vision, #fight me.
And I love Mark Waid, just like with the meta commentary, you know, when Oliver Queen's getting ready to take that shot, he's like, this will blow my secret identity, and Batman's just like, I'm Batman, they'll think I did it. And Oliver's just like, yeah, as if you could.
It's gotta have something. Can't always be Green Batman. You know?
But just him have a Batman say, I'm Batman. They'll think I did.
You want to get nuts? Like, I was just waiting on that, honestly.
Again, we did have to have the Flash play a somewhat big part in this issue.
I just want to say that the reason why I love Mark Waid is it's like every single issue is a love letter.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't feel like he hates the characters. It feels like he cherishes them. He admires them. You know, like he has a passion for it. Like,
oh, yeah. And he knows the history. Yeah.
Yeah. It just, the characters feel like they're in good hands. And I'm like not ever really worried, honestly, when it comes to like Mark Waid stories and stuff. So like I just don't feel the same way with the new writers anymore.
I don't want to say Mark Waid's a comic nerd, but
oh, he is. He admitted.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it was in one of the last times he wrote Captain America. It was in the letters page. Like when he was in college radio, he his DJ name was Captain America.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Oh, Catwoman 56 was out today. Oh, well, yeah, today.
Well, this week,
Yesterday. Yes. How are we feeling? 2 cats are better than one, huh?
To me, wow.
And that was my sister Maggie. I was getting Daredevil flashbacks. That was an interesting artistic choice for sure.
Wait, what?
You know, her sister.
Maggie. Oh yeah.
I was just like, okay.
I mean, so are we? So is this like that? Was that kind of like a wrap up of this whole story arc? You know, she's out of prison now, and
I wish we had more Black Mass. Honestly,
I know.
Like they feel like they've settled that beef, and I don't like that.
Well, again, it's like we're kind of getting to the point. Well, again, next 2 months is going to be Night Terrors, but then aren't we? We're doing that like Batman, Catwoman War, like was it Gotham War or something?
It's like, didn't we just do that twice in a row? Am I imagining things? Are we just literally rehash? I feel like, okay, not to get too TikTok on you, but it's like I've been on TikTok since literally the pandemic started. Like I think like a week after the pandemic started is when I downloaded TikTok, and now I see like kids being nostalgic for 2020. What? Nostalgic. That's the word they're using. And I was like, yeah, I wish I could have got a PPP loan too. I get it. I blew the bag. I understand. But yeah, so I think it's like one of those things. It's like, you know, the cycle for nostalgia gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And so we keep rehashing the same things over and over.
Well, yeah, because, we keep getting the same movies and TV shows made, you know, that's what I said. It's like, you know, when this generation grows...
at this point, I think the doctors are right. Nostalgia might be a mental illness. It might be a mental illness. We might need to go back and check on that.
Future generations, it's going to be, you know, it's not like, oh, you saw this movie or this movie.
Honestly...
It's going to be like...
You know how The Matrix said, like, the 90s were the peak of humanity... civilization and culture. I think they were right.
I think they were too.
Because we've literally just keep going back. Keep going back.
Seems like it.
So I'm just really worried for the state of pop culture at this point.
I know.
I've been reading books. Like, honestly, I'm watching, like, Star Trek. I'm, like, all of the Star Treks. Maybe this time I'll finally get through Enterprise. Maybe. I always bail out at the Time Cop episode, like, every single time. So,
oh my god! The other day on TV, the first season of original Law and Order was on. 1990. I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
I mean, they took like a 10-year break, but still, I'm just like 1990.
That's like for me. Anytime I see that first episode of like Law and Order SVU, I was literally there that night. I remember.
Well, that's like Star Trek: The Next Generation for me. I watched that when it first aired. That first
Mine would
episode.
Be Deep Space Nine, but yeah,
mm-hmm.
It was like the first one I like got to follow all the way through. Cognizant, not just a little bean at my dad's side watching whatever he was watching.
I was there. Shut up, Wesley.
I mean, I was definitely there at the tail end. I definitely was there at the tail end. But the Catwoman book, it's still going, trucking along. I have no issues with it. Like I said, I don't know why we're doing a Batman war. Does she want alimony? Or
I mean, I don't want to say Bruce is the problem, but he seems to go to war with his exes a lot.
You know, the common denominator is Bruce Wayne. I'm just saying. You know, he doesn't go down. It's canon.
Whoa!
So, you know, he's problematic.
Didn't pay alimony on that
he's
kid.
He's selfish and narcissistic, and you know he's got that mother wound.
Didn't pay
father wound.
Didn't pay child support for at least the first 10 years.
Exactly. It's always adopting orphans for nefarious purposes. Can we get an F in the chat for Jason?
Bruce Wayne was such a bad father. Damian had to be raised by his mother, the assassin.
Honestly, he was better off, but that's none of my business, okay? It's none of my business.
Just, I'm telling you.
Child welfare is super busy in Gotham. I get it. He's in a mansion. He's got a butler. I get it.
The best parent to that child ever was Dick Grayson.
Excuse me, Deathstroke.
What? Deathstroke. Oh.
Still not convinced.
Hey.
Not convinced.
Deathstroke is no better with kids than Bruce Wayne. Come on.
At least he knows how to say sorry.
Yeah,
he has apologized to his kids on several occasions.
Yeah, when they're not dead.
It counts. I mean, Jason died on his watch. Let's be real.
I know.
And he never apologized. He's still letting Joker run around town. Deathstroke would never. Okay?
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Just saying. We are such nerds.
I have to make sure Ray listens to this episode. This will be like his favorite episode.
He just bashing Batman.
Yes, Batman is a bad father. Yes. He kills kids. Yes.
Batman, my favorite character.
Yeah, that generation Joker is
I didn't even bother. I was just like,
it's still the White Knight universe. Like, nobody cares about the White Knight universe except for whoever keeps pushing these books. And it's turned into a full-blown anime at this point.
I know. I'm like, is that thing? I'm like, is the White Knight universe still selling?
I guess. And it's about Joker and Harley's kids or something. At this point, they're like on a family road trip. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, because she did have his kids even after he was dead.
And
but...
then the reason why I did actually pick up this issue is because it had the daughter of the ventriloquist in it. It wasn't worth it. It's a $4.99 book, kids. It wasn't worth it, but that's why I picked it up.
Oh, my.
But yeah, like, no, it's really weird. It's so weird. DC makes such weird choices. I was just looking like, I don't know what's going on.
I wouldn't even make a joke about Scarface getting wood.
Nice.
Thank you. DC. Call us, DC.
And Nightwing was actually number 3. I thought he was going to be higher, but Wonder Woman was really surprisingly good. And I don't know why Nightwing's book is randomly $4.99.
Because, this one was longer, but the last couple months they've had a backup in it, so.
Okay. Yeah, it was an oversized story, but I did see the other ones. I'm like, I don't want a backup. Stop trying to charge more for stuff I don't want!
Yeah, the last couple months they've had like a Nightwing John Kent backup story that ended last month.
I mean, this issue, and I mean this in the best way, felt like, if you're a kid of the 80s and the 90s, like a viewfinder. Like, I just...
Oh, yeah, the whole
the
way
point of view was so cool.
I know, through his eyes, yeah.
Yeah. They almost should have done something like that.
Yeah, because that's Kristen and I just talked about this last night. I said, I love, I think the artist did
Makes you feel like you're flying.
And Bruno Redondo did a hell of a job, I said. In the hands of another artist, this could have gone way wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, but I didn't even notice until I saw the article. They're like, oh, did you see the Office is now canon in the DC universe?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how Universal feels about that.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Pam!
But yeah, I love...
like when it gets to that page where he's using his weapons, that was so cool.
Yes,
one of my favorite pages for sure.
Oh yeah, or like when he's swinging. Yeah, Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo, come talk to us.
Yeah, Tom Taylor, we won't bite. I don't think I've ever said anything bad about him.
He's Australian. Hey, I work regularly with an Australian time difference. It's no problem.
We regularly wrangle drop bears.
Exactly. Don't worry about the time difference. I have it down. I'll talk to you on a Saturday or Sunday morning or a Saturday night. I don't care.
Yeah, Black Adam's still trucking along. I didn't pick that up. Are you reading Titans?
Yes.
So,
yes.
I mean, it's on issue 2. How is it going? I think that's a Tom Taylor book too, as well. Right?
Yes, it is a Tom Taylor book.
And somebody got murdered. Who was it, or is this a who got killed?
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, because they come back. They come back to the tower at the end of issue 1. Wally West's dead body is there, but
Wally again?
Yeah, but then they show Wally come racing in. So basically, the murder mystery is at some point in the future, Wally gets killed, but he manages to survive.
Oh, yeah, because the title was A Death in the Family.
Yeah, he survives long enough to race back in time so the Titans can solve his murder before it happens.
knows how that works, but okay. I'm willing to roll with it. And I just want to shout out Nicholas Scott. I thought that the cover was really pretty. I'm just not in the Titans at the moment. Otherwise, I would have picked it up. Like I've been kind of having an issue with the Titans. I guess because I've been reading the original run. You know.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like so epic. Like the classic stories are just so epic, so well put together. Like I was just kind of in a George.
Oh, speaking of another creator we lost, but someone who had a big impact on Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that, did we?
What?
Who passed away? Did we mention it?
Who?
At the start of our Flash book? Flash movie? No.
Oh, yeah, we did. Oh,
okay.
But if you mean Charlie,
I mean they're old.
What?
He was old. He lived a good life. He was like 96, wasn't he? Or 86?
Who?
76. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the same person?
I don't know. Who are we talking about?
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Didn't you? Are we talking about Ramita Sr. or what are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ramita. Yeah, he was he? I think he was in his 90s, I think. Yeah.
I want to say he was 96, but maybe 86 instead.
Oh, I thought he was like maybe early 90s or something. But yeah, I mean.
I want to say he was 96, but I don't know.
I figured we were going to talk about that on Ultimate Spider-Cast, but yeah.
Yeah, we can.
But, I mean.
Yeah, he was born in 1930, so.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, that's what I thought. He was like 93, yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. That's the thing about getting old, because your idols are older.
I know. Oh, hey, I was going to ask you, when's this come out? Oh, beginning of July. For another Unlimited Justice, when in the beginning of July, you want to cover the first episode of this?
Is that the Adult Swim one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we give it a try? I mean, the first episode.
Let's give it a try. Let's talk about the trailer too. Like we'll do just an all-encompassing episode on that.
Okay.
It should only be like 20 minutes long. Right?
Oh my god! What the episode?
I mean, it's a cartoon, right? So it's like 22 minutes long.
I mean, I don't know. I guess
it might be too short. I don't really know. Like Adult Swim in this era, I'm surprised it's even there. It's very eyebrow raising that it's on Adult Swim at midnight.
Yeah, it's on Adult Swim at midnight. Then I guess the ad says that it gets streamed the next day on Max.
Yeah, but it's a Superman animated show on Adult Swim.
Yeah,
Adult Swim
at midnight. Yeah, that's weird.
So, like, I mean, is this like going to be our Harley Quinn HBO Max take, or that's just odd?
I mean,
I'm worried.
I don't think you can go full Harley Quinn with Superman, can you?
These days, after the Henry Cavill debacle, yeah, we absolutely can. Should they? No, but could they? Yeah.
I mean, they haven't learned their lesson yet after the Snyderverse stuff.
Bro, the Snyder bots have them fooled, man. That's why they thought releasing the Flash would be a good idea. I'm telling you, the gift that keeps on giving is those Snyder Bros / bots.
Oh, Jack Quaid is playing Clark Kent Superman?
Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
No.
Shout out to the boys.
Yeah. And Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Boy, he's really banking on that animated voiceover money now.
Good for him. I mean, it's not easy work, but it's more comfortable work.
Yeah, I mean Star Trek and now this. So.
I mean, it's excellent. I mean, if you could be a voice actor, you can make a lot of money.
And as long as your voice like holds up, you can do that the rest of your life.
Yeah. So good for him. We're proud of the boy.
Oh yeah, July 6th on Adult Swim, and then the next day. 2-episode premiere.
Oh, okay. So,
might actually be 40 minutes of the fire.
And good for him for turning out as great as he did. With Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid being his parents.
Oh my!
It's kind of weird that he took his dad's last name and then his sister Daisy took Meg's last name. I just know way too much Hollywood stuff. But they were they're basically Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. They're right up there with legendary tumultuous relationships and all that. So I'm a kid of the 90s, man. Paparazzi did not care back then.
It's all fun and games till Princess died.
Even after that, they got worse. But
yeah.
Watch Black Mirror. Maisie Day. If you want a searing, scathing look at the paparazzi in the early 2000s. Although, I know people hate it.
Oh my.
But you just had to be there. No, it was so funny because, she had on an Ed Hardy shirt. And I'm like, oh, this must be set in the past of Black Mirror. And then sure enough, she hits the internet button and it's the dial-up button. The sound. You know the sound.
Oh,
and my
yeah.
friend just looks at me when I said the Ed Hardy show. She was just like, what the hell? I was like, you just had to be there. Either you were or you weren't.
Oh, kids. 90s.
And then they played that song from Twilight, Supermassive Black Hole or whatever. And I was just like, oh, yeah, this is about Supernatural. If you know, you know. It's one of those things.
Supermassive black hole.
Oh, we are getting a Catwoman one. I'm kidding.
What?
Superior Puss.
Yes.
Anyway,
Superior Puss.
we can mosey on out of here. I look forward to what you and Will do on this feed while I'm gone in September.
Superior Puss.
Yeah, we're still kind of up in the air. I mean, we threw out a few ideas, but yes, kids, it will be DC centric. So
You don't say.
get out of town.
On the Sidekicks feed?
Well, so
How dare you?
I could have did a petty and not so salty month, Lilith Hellfire.
You could have.
No, I can't do that. All right. So, anything else?
No. We can wrap it up and get out of here.
So yeah, kids, probably another 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Yeah, the next Unlimited Justice will be the 2-episode premiere of My Adventures with Superman.
So curious to see what that's gonna be.
I know.
It looks like almost like Archer and Bob's Burger artwork had a baby, so I'm very interested.
I mean, by today's standards,
Yeah, by today's standards.
it's not that bad by today's standards. All right, so yes, kids, send us your thoughts on Wonder Woman, on the upcoming My Adventures with Superman, any DC thoughts. Just send them in. Me and Lilith do enough shows. We can read stuff somewhere. So email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Again, do not miss Lilith Hellfire's Drunken Heroes Reborn reviews.
I think the last one was quite funny. I mean, I only got 4 out of 12, so I'm gonna try for 7 out of 12 alcoholic beverages next time.
Oh, I was telling Ray and Justin, they were cracking up when I was like, yeah, she brought 12 cans for 12 issues. They just heard. Justin was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that in the morning. I'm like, yeah. All right, so yes, find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And I keep hating to bring this up, but yes, as everyone probably knows, we lost our good friend Charlie Esser not too long ago. Please look at the show notes for the GoFundMe link for his family. As I keep saying, this man entertained you for many, many years. He got naked for you people. So the least you can do is help his family in their time of need. So yes, check all the show notes, YouTube, the podcast, all of it, all of our shows. I'm putting the link in every episode. So yeah, please check that out. All right, Lilith Hellfire. When you're not tying up men and making them tell the truth, where can people get a hold of you?
Oh no, that's just where I am all the time. Matter of fact, I gotta get back to it. Anyway, if you want to friend your good old internet granny, feel free to friend me on Facebook, Lilith Hellfire. That's it. I'm down
Either
on
do the
social media.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
That's right, kids.
Do them both.
Whoa!
I'm going to the hole on principle.
Are you caught up on Beavis and Butthead?
I think I'm one episode behind.
Okay.
But I did see the reference you made last
The
time.
VFW one. The Fighting 69. They really licked them.
Put it here.
I don't know if I told you yet. Dave Finn, he will help fund your sex bot research if you create some female sex bots too.
Okay, yeah, of course. That's going to be the main market. Let's all be honest.
Exactly.
I'm not crazy.
Oh yeah. Trust me, there's more male perverts out there. Come on.
We just keep it to ourselves. But yeah, the sex bot market is definitely male driven. I'm not that stupid. I've done a little market research. I know what's up.
Oh, first they go to date. What are your thoughts on sex robots?
If you see me at MIT, no, you didn't.
You see me writing code. You see two windows open. One is Corn Hub and the other one is coding. Yeah, mind your business. Thank you for joining us, kids. Again, next time, My Adventures with Superman. Fingers...
Sounds like something that would be all for them.
Hey-oh! Fingers crossed, kids. Hopefully it'll be good.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the massacre on Superman and Lois. How they fired basically everybody.
Oh well, they're
We'll
gonna
talk
be,
about
they're
that.
gonna be reoccurring, not
No, they're fine.
regulars. Yeah, no.
We'll talk
All
about
right,
that.
kids.
Remind me, put it on there.
Until next time, get yourself some justice.
Busty justice, preferably.
Tie it. All right, that ties it up.